I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell the trophy, yeah, he need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it is on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gonna murder that.
What's good, guys? Knicks podcast back again. If you guys didn't know, I did a podcast at 7 o'clock today. Just talking about the state of the Knicks when it comes to this trade deadline, really the NBA in general. Really pissed off, man. Energy is a little bit too crazy, with that, but I'm just fed up with the state of what's happening with us right now. The Knicks record is what it is. Like people would say, oh, you're ungrateful, oh, this, that, and the other. It's the same old tired stuff. NBA, oh my God, what am I talking about here? This is standings, right? They know what I'm talking about. NBA standings. The Knicks are still in third place. I'm not even talking about today's game yet. We played the Houston Rockets. We'll get to that in a second. The Knicks are still the third best team in the East. Celtics is right there. The Celtics, they got a little ground on us right now. So we're 8 games behind the Cavaliers. A couple games behind the Celtics now. The Knicks lost one, win one, lose one, whatever. They won 3 straight. Cavaliers won 4 straight. Pacers are starting to catch up on us too. They got 3 wins back to back. The Bucks, Heat, Pistons, Magic, trade deadline is coming. Any of these teams can make a move. Any of these teams could decide to cut the floor from underneath them and just give up. Like the Miami Heat is one of those teams. The Pistons might look to try to take advantage of that. The Magic is on their way up as well once they get healthy and stuff. The Hawks, the Bulls, all these teams have the ability to come up. Look at where the 76ers are. 19-29, but they're still trying to win. I just don't understand it. The Raptors, Hornets, Wizards, whatever. There's all these teams here, the Hornets, Wizards, the Nets, Raptors. All these guys have a lot of quality players that they can legit just let them go to one of these teams up here. And that would change the course of the whole NBA. We seeing that happening right now with the Luka trade, with the Fox trade. You can make these trades out there that would change the whole dynamic of the NBA. And there's guys out there like you talk about the Wizards. Wizards are trash. The Wizards are trash. They are who they are. Just take a look at when they played against the Timberwolves, who they beat. They beat the Timberwolves, for Christ's sake. Timberwolves are 27-77, 27-22, I should say. Kyle Kuzma, 31 points. You got guys like Valanciunas, double-double, 13 and 10. Khalid Blade. You got Jordan Poole, 19 points. He said he's an all-star. Got quite a few guys. Chris Berg. You got Malcolm Brogdon. Justin Champagne is somebody that people like. So there's quite a few, quite a bit of talent on these teams here. They're just not good teams. They remind me of the Knicks. The Knicks had a lot of talent on those teams that they used to lose. That people keep saying, "Oh, the Knicks haven't won in 20 years." Yeah, but during that time, we had a lot of talent on those squads. It's just that we didn't have the right coaching, the right system, anything in place that can help these teams win. The Wizards are one of these teams, and I feel sorry for certain players. Poole, is a nut. Kuzma is a championship player. He played off the bench with LeBron. Sacrificed his a young part of his career for the sake of championships and stuff like that. So we got guys that could play, man. A lot of these guys could change the dynamic of the league. Will the Knicks take advantage of that? Will the Knicks take advantage of that, or will the Knicks do something light And will the Bucks take advantage of it? Will the Bucks make a trade for somebody like a Kuzma or something like that to help them move up? Will the Heat do that? Will the Pistons do that? The Pistons, they're dangerous. They have a lot of talent that can be moved, that can put them in play to make them one of the top teams. So anything can happen in today's NBA, man. So I just hope the Knicks can figure it out. Right now, in the present situation, 57-52. So this score doesn't seem that bad, man. But the Knicks should be down by 20. The way that they've been playing, I'll tell you the truth, man. I've been playing Fortnite the whole game. you know, I was watching the game, more intentively in the first quarter, up until about the 5 minute and change mark, where Tom Thibodeau called a timeout and he was pleading with his team. He was yelling and screaming. I don't know if you guys remember that. He was yelling and saying, "Come on, man! Come on, man!" That's what he was doing. "Come on, man! What are we doing? What are we doing?" He was pleading with his team. He was pleading with the team. He was pleading with his team, fam. He was pleading with a Knicks team that's third best in the East, 32-17. 32-17, and we don't know where our buckets are coming from. We don't know where our defensive attack is. We don't know what the game plan is. And Tom Thibodeau's out there pleading with his guys to figure it out. Guys are playing 18 minutes per game. These guys play a lot of minutes together. By now, at this part of the season, getting towards the trade deadline, things should be a little bit smoother. Shout out to all the fans out there that say, "Oh yeah, we won a couple games back. Oh, it looks like we getting our stride. I told you." And then here he comes. The teams that have the wings, the teams that have the athletic wings are the ones that we can't defend. We can't mess with them. And even if they have guys that are out hurt. Houston Rockets has one of their all-star players, Sagoon, is hurt. He's out. He's not playing today. But yet still we're getting clapped. I know we're missing OG, but OG's only averaging like what, 16 points per game? We can't make up that. We don't have anybody that can help out with that situation. So it's bad news, man. But let's get into the halftime report. First quarter, like I said, 27-25. It was getting ugly. It was getting ugly. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks kept coming back a little bit here and there. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that we just routinely keep getting beat in the same way. And I don't think that the Knicks, as a franchise, as a coaching staff, whatever, knows how to fix what's happening. Manufacturing points, we can't manufacture points. Cat it was at one point is averaging 26 and 14. And I don't know where he gets his buckets. I don't know where we can get him the ball where he could just get buckets. His buckets is fake, get a wide open three if he can, fake the three, drive all the way to the basket as hard as he can, and get the layup, or get the rebound, put back. That's how he scores. You don't give Cat the ball and let him get a bucket. I haven't yet to see him do that all year. He might have did it a handful of times the entire year where you gave him the ball and he actually created a shot and scored. So that's troubling to me. So anyway, 30-27 in the second quarter. So, like I said, this game is a lot more far apart than what the score says and what each the quarter says. So let's maximize this and get more in depth into what's happening. So like I said, I started playing Fortnite around the 5 minute mark in the first quarter, man. So I started casually watching the game. Look at the Rockets. All the shots at the basket. That has to do with a lot of fast break buckets. As you can see, a lot of X's everywhere else, but they just totally dominating us in the paint there, right at the rim, as you can see. On the opposite end, the Knicks are playing, basically trying to play them at the same game. We're not going to win that way. We're not going to win trying to play the Houston Rockets the way the Houston Rockets are playing us. We're going to have to figure out a way to stop the ball from them and try to figure out a way to manufacture points. The only guy that's really getting buckets for the Knicks is Brunson. Brunson is amazing, man. He had a couple post-up moves there where he spun on a pivot, jab step, look, he was going to keep going. He stopped on a dime, turned, went left, and then put up a left-handed shot and the foul. The guy's amazing. The guy's literally amazing. But who else do we have to get buckets? So it makes Brunson look like a nut. It makes him look like, all he wants to do is dribble. All he wants to do is chuck. Well, who else is going to get buckets? We need to try to get somebody here that can get a bucket. We don't have anybody else that can get buckets here. All these guys are slashers. Guys that cut to the basket, can catch the ball off of cuts. You know what I'm saying? Kickouts, fakes, same thing like Cap. Everybody's getting their buckets the same way except Brunson. And Mikal Bridges is a nut also. He's hot and cold. He had the nerve to do his little thing that he does, and we were down by a lot. We were down by 6 and he's like doing like this. So I mean, I don't know. Let's just keep scrolling. Take a look at some of the other stats here. Biggest lead for the Knicks was only 4. The biggest lead for them was 12. Like I said, this game could have cracked open to 20 plenty times in this game. Rebounding wise is kind of neck and neck, 32 to 28, 15 to 15 with the assists. Steals are about even 4 and 3. Blocks are even 2 and 2. Turnovers, no turnovers in this game. So it's been a fluid game. But let's get back to the shots. How many shots on the ball? 54 for them and 47 for us. So that's the game right there. They definitely we're trying to play their style and they're beating us at that. Points in the paint is even. 36 to 34. I thought they were dominating us. Second chance points 6 to 8. We're actually beating them there. And the fast break points 15 to 10. That's where they're getting us in the fast break points. But the points in the paint, it seems like they're getting more than us to me. But let's take a look at as the flow of the game. Let's talk about what else is happening here. Let's look at the NBA.com box score. NBA.com box score. Take a look at Houston since they have Houston up first. Dylan Brooks has been a thorn on our side, playing decent defense, not really scoring too much today. He has 7 points, which is decent. If he finished with 14, what's this? 6 rebounds. He did a good job. What's he doing for the season? 13 points per game. This is a good team. NBA.com doesn't have the record up here. Let me see. Do they have the record at the top? No, they don't have the record up the top. So we could take a look at the ESPN scoreboard. Let's just keep it here at the ESPN scoreboard. This guy, Dylan Brooks, averaging 14. They like I said, they're 32 and 16. They basically have an identical record to the Knicks. The Knicks have a better, no, they actually have a better record than us because they played more games. So we have one more loss than they do. So they have the same amount of wins as we do. So this is our equal, but on the West. You know what I'm saying? So they're not beating us. This is not a team that we should beat. I know this is at home, but they're a team equal to us as record wise and stuff like that. So this is not a team that we should beat. This is not a bad team. This is a very good team. This is a very good basketball team here. So anyway, sliding up on here, what else we got? We got Tyree Easton. Tyree Easton was showboating a little bit on us. Not Tyree Easton. It was one of the other guys. But they have a lot of guys that look the same. You got Tyree Easton, who's good. He's averaging 11.6 rebounds for the season. Amen Thompson, the top draft pick there. He's averaging 13 and 8. Him and his brother have been playing pretty good. His brother's on Detroit. So that's 2 guys that could do that. Jashawn Tate is a guy that the Knicks could absolutely use on our team. He's not playing on their team because they have so many guys at his position. He's 6'4", 230 pounds. Another short guy that plays forward. The Knicks don't necessarily need that. But he's a guy that could absolutely help us in the rotation if we had this guy. But 6'4", it's not a good look for us because we need some more size on the team. Like I said, I already mentioned Dylan Brooks. Jalen Green, I think, is one of their leading scorers. He's averaging 21, 4 and 2. So he hasn't really gotten loose per se. But he has 9 points. He's doing his thing. Cam Whitmore is a guy that I thought was showboating a little bit. He had 11 points today. He's only averaging 9. He's a guy that could absolutely contribute to the Knicks if we had him on our team. He would be like a 6-man kind of thing if he was with us. The way that he plays fits our style of play. We definitely could use a guy like this, like Cam Whitmore. He's a guy that just a victim of being on a team that has a lot of guys that do the same thing that he does. So shout out to him. Steven Adams is another guy, good backup center for them. Still doing the same thing, 5 and 4 off the bench there. They got Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday is a guy that should be, he's talented enough to start, I think. But he's one of the better backup point guards in the league. As you can see, not really getting the minutes this year, but he's been around the league for a while. He's 28 years old now. Skilled. He usually beats the Knicks. Today, only 6 minutes. Didn't do really much today, but just giving him love. Just mentioning him. They got some other guys. You got guys like Jabari Smith Jr. He's out. Sagoon is out. Fred VanVleet is out. They got 3 starters out right now. 3 starters. What is Jabari Smith averaging right now? I think he got benched at some point during the season. He's 11.96. Young guy, 6'10". Sagoon, they're missing Sagoon, 19 and 10 and 5. He's an all-star. So they're missing an all-star. They're missing a starter at power forward. And who's the other guy? VanVleet. Fred VanVleet is their starting point guard. He's averaging 14.3 and basically 5.8. Good 3-point shooter, good passer, good leader. He's out with an injury. So, they got 3 starters out. 3 starters are out for them. They have guys filling in, and the Knicks can't beat them. What is going on? Take a look at our Knicks. Precious is starting from OG. OG's the only one that's out. OG's not like OG rebounds the ball so well. He plays good defense. Precious plays good defense too. Precious has been shooting threes more, but he can rebound well and stuff like that. So Precious could contribute. So, just because we're missing OG that's not a good enough reason why we're losing. If we had OG, it's not like his defense would be so good to stop some of the guys that we have, because regardless of OG's playing or not, we can't seem to guard athletic wings on the other teams. Anyway, Mikal Bridges doing his dance, whatever. He got 14 points today, so he thinks he's effective. Karl Anthony Towns, 4 for 13. He's hurt, fam. He's hurt. Karl Anthony Towns is hurt. His thumb is busted. He can't get a rhythm. He can't get a feel, whatever. Something's going on with Karl Anthony Towns. He's doing a lot of complaining out there. Shout out to Korean Grant. I believe you mentioned that they're complaining way too much out there. They're complaining because they're pulling at strings. They're trying to find how they can manufacture some kind of action out there. And Karl Anthony Towns doesn't have it going. His hand is hurting him. Scrolling down, it's nobody else contributing. I mentioned Brunson with 13, of course, but nobody else is contributing to the game. Deuce is not really doing nothing. Cameron Payne was didn't play. Was like the last person subbed in off the bench. Jericho Sims can't get in the game. Hot Porty's out there today out of nowhere. So I mean, it's like Tom Thibodeau doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't have a grasp on the roster. He's pulling at strings. So this is not good for a team that's 32-17. This is not good for a team that's 32-17 that doesn't have the answers. The Houston Rockets, they have 3 starters out, and they're playing. They're playing like they know what's going on. They're playing like a well-oiled coached machine. That anybody can come in and do what they do. And the Knicks don't have that. The Knicks do not have that luxury this year. So we're back in action right now. Nobody scored. It looks like Houston just scored there. They shot a 2-pointer because it was 59, right? 59-62. It's now 61. So let's maximize this to get the scoreboard up here, and let's do some play-by-play. I want to talk some basketball today. Talking about a lot of fantasy stuff. Oh man, that's one thing I did forget. So let's talk lightly right now. J Live, shout out to J Live, rapper J Live. I've been following him on social media for a long time. Supported him. I actually had his first album on vinyl. Hold it. Guys, I don't think you guys can hear the sound. I turned the sound off because it corrupts the pod. So let me turn that off there. So this is J Live here, man. He's a New York City rapper. If anybody knows hip hop, they know who J Live is. He's been around for 30 years. He's celebrating his 30th anniversary here. So he doesn't know I'm doing this here, but let me copy the link address. Throw this in the chat here to support real hip hop, right? Support real New York City hip hop. Hopefully the link works. So this is his Bandcamp there. If you're into it, check him out. He's celebrating 30 years of being in hip hop. He's actually a school teacher too, in I believe in North Carolina area. He's offering 20% off with his code here, hoodie season there. So please support Knicks fans across all genres. Like I said, he's a Knicks fan, hip hop artist. Please support J Live. Also too, just to talk about this, I meant to mention it earlier. We lost a Knicks fan. I don't know if anybody knows who this is. This is our guy. Man, it sucks to see him. His name is Staffordon. He went by Staffordon. I didn't know his government name, but we call him Staffa. He died, man. He passed away. I believe he passed away from cancer, if I'm not mistaken. He was dealing with a lot of stuff. He was in a car accident, dealing with a lot of health issues and stuff like that. So it was just back to back with him. He was trying to work still, even though he was going through injuries and going through sickness and stuff. He was still trying to work to keep his insurance so he could be able to take care of himself. And we found out that he passed away, but he actually passed away in October. And that kind of hurts, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know him offline. I was hoping to meet him this year. I know we were talking about March 20th. March 20th that we're supposed to go down to go check out Charlotte, meet some of you guys down there that live in Charlotte. But I was hoping to catch Stafford this year. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to make a point to travel this year. The schedule, next schedule sucks dick this year. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to go to Atlanta, Charlotte, all in one shot, but the schedule doesn't permit that. The games are not connected like they were like in years past. But it definitely does hurt to hear that he passed away. You know what I'm saying? I would have wished to have met him. We got to be on so many different pods together. He popped on my pod a couple times. This pod here, he popped on a couple times. When I posted the link, he popped on. He was on Dope Soul podcast a lot. He was on Nothing But Knicks a lot also. So talking about Nick family and shit like that, man. This is a Nick family right here, man. So rest in peace to Stafford Don. He did pass away. Found on Facebook, and that's fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? You spend a lot of time on his computer talking to Knicks and stuff. You get to know people. You get to vibe people. You get to have a little bit of love with people just because of the way that you perceive life and things that you agree with, things that you vibe with. And I thought I had a good vibe with Staff, and I would have loved to have met him, man. But anyway, I just wanted to say that before we continue on with this podcast, man. So rest in peace to Stafford Don. He did pass away in October. Right now it's February, so it's kind of fucked up that we didn't know that. But anyway, back to action. 63-62 on the screen here, but I'm still behind with this fucking Gotham Sports app. Brunson gets the layup and he makes it 60. So the Knicks are on a nice little run here. We finally catching some wind. Let me see if I can live this. So on my clock, I'm at 8:33, 63-60. So rest in peace to Stafford Don. So let's get into some action. Talk to some of you guys in a second. Josh Hart gets the layup there, so that makes it 62. So the garden is up, everybody's jumping, the bench is up. Josh Hart is still complaining about whistles and stuff like that. That's our Achilles heel. With this year, I never seen that before. The amount of arguing and complaining to the referees about the whistle being blown for fouls is ridiculous. That's not winning basketball. I feel like somebody needs to say something to them, like somebody outside of the locker room, instead of always talking to them about other stuff out there. I feel like the fans that are out there watching the game, somebody got to yell at, yo, stop talking to the refs. Somebody got to say something. Look at it every single time. He gets fouls, got his hands up. He's complaining about the referees, about blowing a whistle. That's not it. That's not winning basketball. You got to just play. They're wasting time with that. So anyway, they just got a foul, so there's a timeout being called. And say what's up to Geraldine. I would love to see you, Geraldine. Like I said, I really got to make this decision. I haven't made any I haven't bought any tickets or anything like that to get to Charlotte, so I need to get on them. I'm waiting for my sister, but if I don't hear from her about this, man, I'm just gonna buy the tickets and then make her follow me if she wants to come. Anyway, Kareem Grant was good. He says, "What the fuck is going on with our Knicks?" I don't know. Right now the Knicks got a lot of energy right now, pushing. We shouldn't have to exude so much energy. But like I said, we got to respect this Houston Rockets team because their record is identical to ours. So they are a good team, just like we are. So this is a battle. Kareem Grant, he says, P.S. Salute to Geraldine. Yep, no doubt. Scrolling through, digging us in the hole. Pause. Boy, that's deep. That's another one, another pause. Yeah. Scrolling down. Mr. Kareem is definitely going crazy. Just like I just said, you got to stop letting these refs take them out the game. They're talking with the refs more than they're talking to the other team. Take it out on the other team. You got to play hard. If guys get technical fouls and stuff like that, then we can't compete. Like this is, I got a T-shirt here. I don't know if I'm ever gonna wear it. Because it's I don't know if I'm ever gonna wear it. But this is our starting five. We can't win without them. We can't right now. We cannot currently win without our starting five going crazy. So that T-shirt's probably gonna stay with me for a long time. I wish they made one for the first group for last season. But we're not gonna win it if those guys can't be on the court. Under our current circumstances. You know what I'm saying? So we can't spend half the game arguing with the refs. We have to stay with each other because that's all we got. Kenny Payne in the place. What's up, Kenny Payne? I haven't seen Kenny Payne in a minute. Yeah, man. We are like the worst 32 and 7 and 32 and 17 team that I've ever seen. And it's annoying. We're like hot and cold every day. One day we dominate a team, but we dominate them and it doesn't really look satisfying. And then we lose a game and it looks really bad. So what are we really looking at here? What are we really looking at? Like how could we dominate a team and blow them out by 40 and the game doesn't look good? How is that possible? I don't think I've ever experienced that. I've had Knicks teams, even last year, we blow teams out and man, it was satisfying. We was busting their ass. Now it was like it's like we're just winning and we win the game, but it's like I don't even really remember anything. Maybe like the last little winning streak, we had some moments. I think we took Denver out. We really embarrassed Denver. We embarrassed the Bucks. A couple other teams that we play, we beat them by a lot. You know what I'm saying? But most of the game it wasn't really like an impressive type of thing. It was just that we just got it going, and then they couldn't really do anything about it. So I really can't call with our Knicks right now. I just know they're very frustrating. Teams like this, we just have to chalk it up. We can't beat them. So that's scary. Like if we meet Detroit in the playoffs, I would be very scared. We meet a team like Orlando, if they can get healthy, I would be afraid of them too. Even teams like Atlanta and all these other teams like that, I would be afraid of these teams because simply we just cannot guard teams like this. We just don't have the answer to any of these teams. It doesn't matter who's on the roster. So anyway, we're at 64-63. Knicks are actually up. So they're going to be trading buckets. Knicks are up now. Brunson gets the ball on the turnover. I'm at 7-14. Brunson all the way up the court, finds Mikal. Mikal catches it, drives all the way to the basket, lays it up. So basically, the Knicks are doing to the Houston Rockets what they were doing to us earlier. So Mikal is talking to his hand. I wonder if he jerks off or if he talks to the hand when he does it. Anyway, number one, that's Green, gets it back from number 12 there. You got Tyree Easton dribbling between his legs against a smaller Josh Hart. It's just so easy. Gets in there, sails, and lays it up. That gets to the 65-66. Knicks are cooking right now. Knicks are not making much stops, but they're definitely getting the ball in the basket. There, Brunson just got fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line, make some free throws. So, like I said, I'm at 637, guys. So scroll through. Kareem Grant is talking about Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige considering bringing back Majors. They should have never let him go. That the whole situation was so embarrassing, and for people to judge Majors saying that he did something when they actually saw the tape. You saw the tape. Majors legit was running from her. He was trying to run away from her because he did not want to get himself in trouble. It was a bad situation. It was embarrassing to see him run from her like that. He tried to put her into the car, and then she still was coming at him. So he ran from her because he just did not want to get himself in trouble. He was running from her. I never seen anything like it. And then he still got in trouble, and he was running from her. He literally legit was running from her. But they're trying to say that he slammed her head into the door. He did not. He was trying to put her into the thing, and she bumped her head. So he got himself in trouble for that. It's unfortunate. Everybody's been there. Anybody that's ever been in relationships, if you've been in the wrong situation with the wrong girl or whatever, if you've never been in that situation, then God bless you. You know what I'm saying? But I've been in situations with women that I shouldn't have been with, in situations that I should have handled a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you got yourself in a situation. That can happen not just with women, it can happen with in life, period. Like you can make a decision with somebody or be with the wrong people. Next thing you know, you're like fighting for your life for a second. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you the story. As the Knicks the Houston Rockets just made a layup, 67-68. Right now, we got some good NBA action finally. So Brunson is bringing it out. Brunson is dribbling, comes around, pull up 3-point shot off the front rim, no good. Houston Rockets, here they come. I'll tell you a story at the next break, guys. Let me take a look at this game. You got Amen all the way to the basket. It's a nice little layup there. So this dude Thompson, these Thompson brothers are really good. This I think the one in Houston might be. I think they're about even. They're both about equal at play. You go Josh Hart easily sails to the basket. Steven Adams is not even concentrating there. They just kind of sailed in there. Nobody really gave him any resistance. I think Tyree Easton and these guys are kind of like arguing and stuff. Steven Adams is trying to get Tyree Easton under control. Pick and roll there. So, Adams is legit open, but Green was forcing it. Precious gets Brunson up and under. He gets popped. No foul call. Tyree Easton gets the ball. He's pushing. A lot of feisty guys here on Houston. Gets it over to the Drake lookalike, number 9. Ends up to get it up there. Mr. Dylan Brooks. He gets his own rebound, kicks it out to 17. Jab step. He traveled. Yes, he did. Referees called it. He traveled before he even put the ball on the floor, and then he traveled again once he did put it on the floor. So it's good NBA action so far. A little bit of turnovers and stuff, but back and forth action here. 70-69. So are we in a breaking action? No, not yet. So I'll tell you guys a story when it's one of those hood stories. Had nothing to do with females, but just a situation you get yourself in trouble. Brunson to Josh, fake give and go. Jab step comes around a cat screen. So Josh is there. Cat's looking to get it in the foul line, and then he ends up losing it, stripped out of his hands. See, Knicks have no options there. Cat's looking, thinking he's going to get the ball in a certain option, but Josh decides to keep it to himself. So Tom Thibodeau's offense allows guys to keep the ball and lets them figure out what they want to do, make a decision. So he doesn't have to give the pass to Cat. But sometimes playing like that is not a good idea. Cat gets the ball, ends up losing it. Here comes Green. Green throws it back to Tyree Easton, and he just throw the ball away. So a little bit overzealous. This Houston team, the anxiety for the team, they you can see that they want to bust the Knicks ass bad. They could taste it as Brunson gets the rebound off of Mikal Bridges and gets the layup there. That makes it 72-69. So this Houston Rockets team got to chill out a little bit. That's the youthfulness of them is what gets them in trouble. We got Green drives all the way to the basket. He gets the layup, so that makes that 71. So Josh gets it. Mikal drives against Steven Adams, tries to get up on him, misses it. Josh with the tap, no good. Dylan Brooks dribbling up the court. Gives it over to Steven Adams. That wasn't a good decision, but Dylan Brooks gets up on it, but Steven Adams taps it up. So that gets it to 73. We got some good NBA action now. Finally, the first half was not a good half of basketball for either team, really. But right now we got a good back and forth. Josh Hart through the legs looking, trying to force it to Brunson or Cat. Cat has it at the top of the key. They're looking to try to get Cat open for three. Cat just ignored Josh because Josh ignored him. Mikal all the way to the basket, tried to lay it up. Precious rebounds it off the glass, tries to get it up, but he gets fouled. So Precious is going to get some free throws. So that just now, Josh Hart didn't want to give the ball to Cat before, and then Cat gets it. Instead of giving it to Josh, he decided to give it to Mikal. So a little bit of selfishness there by both players. So I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. The Knicks are really good at playing that fake stuff. I can't really tell what's what. You know. I don't know if there's harmony with the Knicks or if there's passive aggressiveness going on. So anyway, free throws, right? So I'll tell you the story. I was in Washington Heights hanging out with my guys or whatever. So I ended up being always with some dudes that always want to do extra stuff, man. So these guys call themselves messing with girls in Washington Heights on the block, whatever. But you're on the block, you're not on your block. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they got themselves in trouble where while they were in a certain spot, these guys surrounded them and that they couldn't leave the block. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't leave the block, so that we had to go there and try to stop it. And it got to a point where we couldn't leave the block neither. Well, we in Washington Heights, you know what I'm saying? It's not our neighborhood. We're from East New York, Brooklyn. We out there hanging out in somewhere we probably shouldn't be. We shouldn't have been so loose. But we get on the block and we couldn't leave the block, and it got really thick. To the point where we basically had to negotiate off the block. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, and it ended up being a lighter night where we ended up coming back to that block and ended up chilling and talking with the dudes and stuff, whatever. But it was really hectic where they surrounded us and they wasn't letting us leave the block. I don't know if you guys ever been in that situation like that, where you basically have to negotiate yourself off out of that situation, so that was pretty crazy. But little stories, man. Things could have went a different way if we didn't know how to handle ourselves, you know. So it is what it is there. So the Knicks need to do that. Knicks need to figure out how to handle themselves much better in these situations. So anyway, Deuce, top of the key now. Back and forth. Houston Rockets just hit a three, like a 75-74. Brunson comes around the screen. Oh, step back, jump shot, no good. Left-handed God didn't work. Amen with the rebound. Amen's playing pretty good. I'd like to see his stats in a second. Bringing it across the timeline. Precious is guarding him. Here he goes all the way to the basket. Up and under. No good. Gets his own rebound again. Kicks it back out to the three-point shooter. I don't know who that is. It might be Tate. Shot the three and knocked that down. So who was that? No, that's Holiday. Mr. Holiday. I gave Holiday props earlier. Holiday's a pretty good player. He's the brother of Drew Holiday. He looks almost like him. Aaron Holiday, Drew Holiday. And they have another brother also that played for the Knicks. That's Justin Holiday. So shout out to the Holiday brothers. Brunson all the way into the paint, dotted line, left-handed guard, no good. Houston Rockets fighting each other for the rebound. So here they come. You got Aaron Holiday bringing the ball up the court. He could score prolifically sometimes. He drives at Brunson. Brunson literally flopped. So good play there by Brunson on the flop to cause the turnover. Good NBA action right now, guys. I don't know how Brunson could stay alive, man. That dude gets cracked all the time. His knees are made of iron, bro. That guy could stop on a dime, could spin on a dime. His feet and his ankles are made of titanium, or freaking adamantium, or something like that. I just don't I just don't know. It's a mythical creature, this guy Brunson. But let's see what's going on here with the chat. Got nostalgia. Crunch time. Halftime to crunch time. Not quite crunch time, but it's 1:43 in the third. Halftime to crunch time. So third quarter action. Scrolling through here. Yeah, this is for Stafford, man. Rest in power. That is crazy. Shout out to Steph. So Steph is the one that broke the news to everybody, man. She posted it in one of our group chats. And I've been thinking about the dude a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Get to see him across the screen. You never know, yo, man. You never know what people be going through, bro. You never know. You never know what people be going through in their daily lives. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Nick Podcasting. Shout out to Nick Podcasting. Stafford used to work hard. He used to work hard. Like I said, he was sick. He got himself in a car accident while he was sick too. So a lot of craziness, but he still worked to try to try to get the help that he needed. He needed to work to keep his benefits, man. So what a crazy situation, man. So he got a family, he got a lot of things going on that he's taking care of. In the meantime, he's fighting for his own health and stuff, so you never know what people be going through. So he found the Knicks through Steph, through Nothing But Knicks, through Dope Soul, which was the podcast that Steph runs, and then of course Nothing But Knicks. He found a Knicks community through these guys, and that was an outlet for him. Like this is an outlet for me. I got things going on in my life too. A lot of things going on. Shout out to whatever you want to say. I don't have to get so deep into things, but there's a reason why I do stuff. Reason why I go at things a certain way. I love the Knicks a lot, and it's a big part of my life, during the time when the Knicks weren't good, there were no Knicks fans. All the Knicks fans were in hiding, so the only Knicks fans we had is the ones that we could find on the internet, and then you would meet them on the internet and through message boards and stuff like that. If you would find Knicks fans in your daily life, it was very hard. You would have to just like know guys, because a lot of the Knicks fans that they just stopped being Knicks fans, or they stopped caring because the Knicks weren't winning. And that's why I told Anthony MSG on Twitter that we had more fun when the Knicks were losing, because there weren't all these fair weather Knicks fans out there. Like you could find a Knicks fan, and if you found a Knicks fan, you always would try to catch them. You know how many people that we used to just meet at certain bars, like you're like, yo, you guys gonna be here, whatever. Where you gonna be here for this game? And then you would meet friends, you would meet Knicks fans, guys that were real Knicks fans. You go to a bar, say, yeah, we're Knicks fans, but nah, this guy's the real Knicks fan. Oh, yeah, you're the Knicks fan? And then it's like, yo, then you would link up and you guys would meet each other. And then that's how things were back then to me. In the early 2000s. I had so much fun during that time period. I don't understand why people don't get why I had more fun then. Now there's so many fake Knicks fans now that a lot of these guys are content creators. They're only doing it because they just want to get the clout. They want to be internet famous so bad. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really think they're real fans, you know? As Houston Rockets just hit a three. So I mean, the scoreboard right now on my clock, guys, is 81-76. So right now, the Houston Rockets are back up. They got a lot of swag. They got a lot of young swag. Houston Rockets team is a fun team to watch, man. Knicks are good too. So let's see what the Knicks can do. Brunson just crossed over somebody all the way to the basket. Tried to drop it off to Precious. He gets stolen here by this short light skinned guy. Who the hell is that? Jab step there. You got I got to get some names right. Yeah, 00 there. Knocks that down. So Aaron Holiday. I tell you, Aaron Holiday can score. It's not a fluke, this guy. He wasn't getting minutes and stuff, as you saw from his season stats. He doesn't have the good season stats, but we know what he can do. Josh just drives past Aaron. Inside, good defense there by Aaron to stop the basket. Here comes this licensing guy, just push the ball. Wow, number one. Number 7. All right, rest in peace, Stafford, man. Let me come over to the box score. So yeah, this guy number 7, Cam Whitmore. This guy right here, Cam Whitmore, is a really good basketball player. He's not, like I said, he's not getting the minutes, to get the stats. But yes, he is a really good basketball player. He's a really good basketball player. If the Knicks could have tried to pick him up, on a sneak last year or something like that, that would have been great. Right now, I think the it's too late. 18-5 right now. He's really, really impressive. Shout out to Tyree Easton. He's impressive also. Shout out to Amen Thompson. We can't, these guys, these are the type of players that we can't fuck with. And then you add a Jalen Green to that situation, and then add the annoying Dylan Brooks to the situation, and this is just not a good recipe for the Knicks there. So right now, third quarter, we got 1 second left here on this clock, 31-26 in the third quarter. So the game's kind of opening up a little bit for the Houston Rockets. So the game is not over here. So let me get a little bit closer. Once this says third quarter, I'll give my fourth quarter predictions here. See what the Knicks can do to try to win this game in the fourth quarter. We can't get a rebound. We just don't have the personnel today. Josh Hart is by himself. OG would have helped. Precious is there though. We still have enough. But not really. Shout out to Tash O'Neal. Says Soft Cat was scared to guard LBJ. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Kareem Grant, he said could have went way left. Yeah, man, that story was crazy, man. I don't know if you guys really believe that. I was kind of like, I was near the 191st Street station. So if you guys ever been over there, it's impossible to drive in that area. If you didn't park in that area at a certain time, you're not parking. And if you park in that area and you get yourself in trouble, good luck getting out the neighborhood. Those Dominican cats up there are not playing. They're not playing. On the bottom of the hill over there, 191st Street, on the bottom of the hill, you'd be a little bit safer on that side. But once you get on top of the hill and on the east side of the hill, you better be careful. And then of course, Dykeman is to the north. And a shout out to 168 in that area down there is to the south. 181st, 168, that's to the south. So you get yourself into some shit, into that neighborhood, thinking that you're gonna do something. Be very careful. And I'm talking about that's the early 2000s. I don't know how they give it up now. And like I said, it was like things, shit pops off out there all the time. I hear stories. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you're a young boy or you're still older and you think you can go up there and do some shit, man, calm the fuck down. Think before you do. But yeah, man, rest in peace to Staffer. Shout out to Cully, man. Yeah, so right now the Knicks were doing good. We were fighting back and forth, man. But this Houston Rocket team, they're lit. You want to talk about lit? The culprits. You got Tari Easton's been playing really well today. Amen Thompson is kicking our ass. 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, only 1 turnover and 21 points. Amazing talent, this guy. I mean, Amen Thompson. Tari, like I said, Tyrese is good. Ken Whitmore is good, but this guy, Amen Thompson, he just made a name for himself with this club, and he's not even the starter. Jabari Smith is the guy that was the starter for them. He might be a guy that might be expendable for them going forward. They might, in the trade to try to get a different player. So, they do have excess. So a team like Houston Rockets, they could be a team that could be possibly in the mix to get one of these dangling players. So that's interesting, man. Dylan Brooks, like I said, is annoying, but he's there. Jalen Green, they didn't even start a point guard today. They got Jalen Green as their only real ball handler. And how are the Knicks not able to do anything with a team that doesn't even have ball handlers out there? Because this team is who's the coach? What's his name? Udoku, right? Their coach, he understands how to use the assets that you have. You got the athletes, you have the ball handlers. You don't need a point guard. Just get out there and run these guys off the fucking court, and that's what they're doing. And the energy of this guy, Udoku is unbelievable. His energy is crazy because it matches the team. The team matches his energy. So it's a perfect mix there. So I just finally got to the end of the third quarter. So it's 89-78 right now. So I mean, my hat's off to this team. I can't get upset. But right on cue, I see my guy Bobby Santiago just came in. But shout out to Cully. He says, whatever I'm streaming the game on the commentary sucks. But yo, Cully, the Houston Rockets team is good though. This is a very exciting team, athletic team. The Knicks can't really fuck with teams like this. All right, so shout out to Bobby. I know Bobby's upset, man. Oh Lord. He says we are playing an undermanned team. Oh my God. Yes, we are, man. We are playing an undermanned team. I mentioned it earlier today. I don't know if you caught it, but the Knicks, I mean, not the Knicks, the freaking Houston Rockets, they're missing their starting power forward, which is Jabari Smith Jr. Their starting center, which is Sagoon. and their starting point guard. They're missing 3 starters today, and we're getting cracked. If we listen, in contrast, if we were missing our starting point guard, if we were missing our leading scorer, which is Karl Anthony Towns and Brunson, if we were missing both of those 2 guys, and then also OG, because OG's out now. If we were missing OG, Cat, and Brunson, we would have no chance to beat anybody. We would have no chance to beat anybody. You know, we would have no chance to beat anybody. We would just be done for the season if we lost 3 of those guys for any amount of time. You know? So Karl Anthony Towns is actually playing hurt. He hasn't played good in some time now. Let me click what he's been doing the last 5 games. So the last 10 games, he's averaging 20. You know? Do they have the last 5 games? Let me see. No, they don't have that for the ESPN. It says the last 10 games, though, he's averaging 20 and 12. Stats are down, you know? So I would like to see the last 5 games. He hasn't really played well the last 5. So let me just take a look at the NBA scoreboard. Oh, man, I gotta do so much shit. So let's see if they give the last 5. I'm not sure if they do, but I just trying to see something here. Let's take a look at Cat's last 5 games. Do they have the last 5 for here? Yes, they do. So the last 5 as far as points, yeah, not really good. 9, 11, 14, 18, and 24. That's not really Cat stats there as far as points. Field goal percentage 30, 25, 50, 50, and 38. It's not good either. Rebounding wise, rebounds are down 15, 11, 10, 6, and 4. Houston, he has 4 right now. Last game against the Lakers only has 6. You know, blocks are not there. Steals are not there because he can't attack. He can't attack because his hand is fucked up. You know, I really believe his hand is really jacked up more than we think. I think it's in his head, messing up his game a little bit. So let's get this up. So yeah, man, it's frustrating, man. It's kind of like dark a little bit. As Cat scores just now, that makes it 89-90. Karl Anthony Towns has 13.6 for 17. So let's see what the Knicks are doing. 25 for Brunson, 12 for Josh. Josh is having a typical game. Towns 16-8. He might get it up to over 20 tonight. Mikal Bridges has got 16, and Precious is doing 7 and 7. But look at the bench. You have no contribution on the bench at all. None. We have no bench. We have no bench, and it's been half a season already. Why haven't we done anything about this? You know, it's been half a season. Why haven't we done anything about this? 91-83. Campaign just got a steal. Campaign should play more. Gets it to Mikal Bridges. Good pass. Mikal Bridges gets all the way to the bucket there. Jams his leg. He jams his right leg, it looks like. So he's on the floor, kind of like talking to himself. He jammed his right leg. It did not look good just now. Hopefully he's good. He's playing that game. He jammed his leg though. He's trying not to put complete. He's limping, pointing at the bench. I don't know if this is acting or whatever, but like he did jam his leg, so it didn't look good. So I mean, if Mikal gets hurt, like I said, if we lose 3 starters, we're done. Oh, so he turned his ankle. Wow, he turned his ankle pretty bad. So that's what happened. He jammed his leg there. I thought it was his opposite leg. I thought it was other leg, but he did turn his ankle. Okay, so now I see what happened exactly. Oh man, so I mean, the turn ankle. If he's out with a turn ankle at all, then we're done. We cannot afford to be out with no OG, possibly missing. Let's say if Mikal misses a game, you know, we can't miss a game. Josh is begging to miss a game. You know, Josh has been questionable for like weeks already. Every single game he's been questionable, but he still shows up. Brunson is always hurt, but he constantly shows up. You know, Cat is playing with a broken finger basically. So yo, man, I just don't get it. Shout out to Jackal. Jackal, yeah, listen, I concede. I'm like Jackal. I concede. We just can't fuck with Houston. We still got a chance to win. I didn't get a chance to give you my keys here. We still got a chance to win, but I just think the Houston Rockets got a number, and I think that's the end of it. Houston Rockets are attacking. Everybody's attacking. You got number 7, not afraid inside, super confident. Look at him talking. But Amen Thompson was able to clean up his mess and lay it and get the layup right behind him. These guys, the energy is there, and then they know where the buckets are coming from. They know where the attack is coming from. Campaign is getting into the mix. He should have been getting into the mix. I just don't understand it. Cameron Payne is good enough to get into the mix. So look at Odoko. Odoko is matching the energy. The Houston Rockets kids' energy has the same energy as Odoko. It's amazing. I think the Knicks have the same temperament as Tom Thibodeau also. But we just don't have the people. We just don't have enough people to really back this up. Last year we did. Last year we had enough guys. We had plentiful to the point where we lost like four starters, 5, 6 rotational players we lost, and we still was able to compete, man. We just don't have that luxury this year, you know? And like I said, it's February. Why have we not tried to fix that up until this point now? We should have tried to fix it up until now. So now the issue is now, do the Knicks panic? Do the Knicks have the leverage again with other teams? Because now other teams, it's already documented that we need a bench. So now other teams are gonna look at us. Oh, you need a bench? Oh yeah. Then guess what we need? We can get extorted. So oh yeah. Bobby. He says, this game would have liked to see Jacob Toppin played. Yeah, I would like to see Jacob Toppin play too. He's playing against his peers and that type of thing. But Jacob Toppin hasn't played all year. Like why haven't we played? Why haven't we even attempted to play Jacob Toppin all year? You know, Huck Porty played today. But we haven't seen Huck Porty since. How many minutes he played? 8 minutes. He played 8 minutes, and that's it. Payne only played 8 minutes. He should be playing more. Deuce played 15. Shamit played 6 meaningless minutes. We don't have quality players, and then we're asking a lot from our starters. Right now the starters 32, 29, 29. People will say, "Oh, what are you complaining too much?" Yeah, but let's take a look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers schedule. So let's take a look at what they've been doing, guys. They've been doing a really good job of spreading the love around. All right, so this is a blowout against the Rockets. Let's see if we can get a closer game. So, okay, against the Rockets. The Rockets did beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. So that tells you right there how good a team that the Rockets are. Cleveland Cavaliers in this game. Look at the minutes distribution. Even though they were getting cracked, only really Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell played the heavy 37, 36 minutes. If it was the Knicks, they would have played 40 something. Jaron Allen had played 29, Mobley had 29, Max Strus had 35. But Nang, had 29. Ty Jerome is decent player, 18. Sam Merrill had 17. Still was able to get the minutes up for certain guys out there in a game like that. It's another loss here against the 76ers. Look at the minutes distribution. The minutes are just much more spread out. Take a look at Dean Wade, only played 20. Max Strus played 27. Donovan Mitchell played 33. Darius Garland played 32. Jared Allen only played 34. Ty Jerome played 33 that day because he was hot with 33 points. They were able to get 5 guys playing bench minutes that game. So the Cleveland Cavaliers, they have a good record because they're utilizing the players that they have. But to the Knicks' defense, we don't have any of the caliber players that the Cleveland Cavaliers have at their disposal. So back in action here. 97 on the scoreboard here, 97 to 90. Right now, the Knicks are trading buckets for Houston. So Houston here got Amen Thompson gets the rebound and pushes the ball up the court. That's today's NBA. Power forwards have like a shooting guard's handle now. You got Aaron Holiday. Wow, gives it over to Amen behind the back pass there. No good. Cat with the rebound, kicks it out to Mikhail. Mikhail stop and pop 3-point shot in transition. No good. Not a good shot. Not a good shot. Here comes Holiday. Holiday's coming across. I think I might need to catch up here. Holiday comes around the screen. Floater knocks that down. Aaron Holiday can play, guys. He's not a bum. Even though he's not getting minutes, he's a good basketball player. So 97 to 90, I finally caught up here. Shout out to Crean Grant. He's saying, or did I say? Did I see what he said? Yes. Hawk got hit with too many fouls. That's why he didn't come back in. But damn, Jacob Top. I mean, this not Jacob Toppin. Jericho Sims. What's wrong with him? Right? You know, Jericho Sims should be playing. Yeah, a game like this would be interesting to see how Jacob Toppin would compete. But these guys are already warmed up where they've been playing all year. This is not a fluke. Like I said, this team is 32-16, so they're a good team also. So Jacob Toppin, you can't expect him to match them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're already established. Jacob Toppin hasn't played all year. Any meaningful minutes all year. It's a shame. It's a shame. We don't know who we have. Cause shout out to people that say, oh, every time a player goes to another team, they do well. Right? What if Jacob Toppin gets sent to another team next year and then all of a sudden he starts playing well? Then we look like dicks. Shout out to Deuce. Deuce changes speed there. Good defense by Brooks. Deuce McBride, for a guy that's under 6'3", he has no handle. He has a mediocre handle. Change the direction, gets all the way to the basket, easily popped there. Josh tried to drive and it's gonna be out on the Knicks. So that whole possession there, it was just Miles McBride standing on the corner, dribbling to nowhere. He ended up getting a drive to the basket. Good defensive play by Houston Rockets. But this guy Deuce McBride has no handle. You know, so for as good a defender as Miles is, as good as a 3-point shooter, athlete that he is, you know, sometimes those highlights look really good. But there's other players in the NBA that could do that too. You know what I'm saying? We might need to get a upgrade. You know, they're talking about the Lakers, Lakers with Austin Reeves. I don't know if Austin Reeves is the answer. We definitely could use the ball handling and the offensive skills within the rotation. Yes. You know, Austin Reeves is better than Deuce. You know, that would make us better, yes. But the Knicks still need a wing. Still need a wing. You know, because Sam Adams is moving screen there. He's just spinning around, just bumping and dumping. Referees are not really calling that. Dylan Brooks spinning on Deuce, nice and easy. Little ass Deuce. This Dylan Brooks is gonna kick his ass every single time. Here comes Deuce trying to full head of steam there, but Dylan Brooks can guard Deuce. Here goes Cat trying to force his way to the basket, throws up a bullshit shot. Deuce is trying to drop the shoulder to get past Steven Adams. He didn't have it, and then he tried to turn and throw that stupid flick shot at the rim. Hopefully that the referees will call a whistle, blow the whistle. It's unbelievable. Sam Adams is like, oh, come on, man. You know, talking to the refs about it. Good defensive play by him. But Cat turned his shoulder back around and forced the foul. You know, it was bullshit. But you know, it is what it is. I'm a Knicks fan. Fuck you. Cat with the free throw. So, like I said, Cat's hand is busted, man. So him shooting short free throws like that off balance, his hand is hurting him. I truly believe that. I don't know if he'll deny it or what, man, but I think his hand is hurting him. Shout out to Atlanta and Detroit. I don't know if you see that on the screen. It's 130 to 130. They got it cooking. All right, so we almost at crunch time, guys. We got about a minute or so, 30 seconds before we officially in crunch time in my book. About once it get under 7 minutes, it's crunch time. You know, Steve Adams. I keep saying Sam, Steve Adams there to Green over to number 7. He got driving to the basket, fake Cam Whitmore inside to Adams. Adams wasn't able to get it. Wasn't really the best decision. But Brunson has it now left hand side being guarded by Green. He's gonna rock him to sleep, getting into the high post, posting up, getting into the low post, all the way to the basket, left-handed guard. Josh Hart inside for the rebound, and he gets fouled from behind. Number 17, Terry Easton with the foul. So this guy Josh Hart plays bigger than he is, but a lot of times he gets abused because he's smaller than he should be playing the position that he does, or playing the position that Tom Thibodeau puts him in. You know, so our best inside players right now, guys, is Josh and Brunson. And you believe that shit? Welcome to modern basketball, right? Welcome to modern basketball. Josh with the free throws here, 99 to 94 on my clock. It's gonna be a crazy game here. So I'm at 6:44. So we kind of sort of in crunch time. Shout out to the Gotham Sports app that once it gets into the fourth quarter here, the clock disparity is so different. I don't know why that is. But right now the Knicks need to slow the game down. Right now the game is slowed down. We cannot play a high paced game against this Houston Rocket team. We'll be in trouble. Got Aaron Holiday comes around the screen. Floater up is good. He can knock that down. He's attacking Brunson, and that's how you do it. Putting taller players on Brunson is not going to cut it. Look at Josh trying to create his own offense. Fine, Deuce in the corner. Give it to me, Deuce. Deuce for three. Deuce can knock down that wide open three. So he's contributing now. Hasn't really done much up until this point. So Deuce with a clutch 3-point shot to make it 98 to 101. Knicks are down 6:06 all the way to the basket. This guy Green with the athletic move. I thought he was going to try to bang it, but he switched it to a layup with the left hand. Brunson comes across the timeline, changes speed. Ooh, crossover. Crazy, bro. Left hand side, stutter step, kind of like swoop through and then oh man, it's nice, bro. Nice. Brunson is good, man. If you want your kid to learn how to play basketball, they gotta watch highlight tapes of Brunson. Anyway, Green going at Brunson right now, kicks it back over to Gordon. I keep saying Gordon, but it's Holiday. Aaron Holiday is hot right now. The guy can score. He's not a bum. People are gonna say, "Oh, we letting bums like." Nah, this guy has routinely beat us before. He's a good basketball player. I would love to have Aaron Holiday on our team as a backup. It goes Deuce around the bend, gives it over to Josh. Brunson finds it. Brunson found a way to get underneath the foul there. So he gets fouled by Holiday. And Brunson is complaining to the refs a little bit. But Brunson definitely foul hunting there. Got underneath it. But Holiday put him in that position, and Brunson knows how to try to get that foul. Referees took a long time to blow the whistle, though. Definitely a foul. He came across the top of the head. Brunson, definitely a good acting job, but the coach there, this guy at Duco, I don't remember him being that way as a player. A lot of freaking lot of like tough guy energy about him. I don't remember him like that as a player. When he played for the Knicks, I never saw that. When he played for Houston, not Houston, San Antonio, I never saw that. He seemed like he was just a nice, like a regular, run in the middle player. As a coach, he got the energy like he will fuck you up energy. He got I will fuck you up energy. It's interesting. Shout out to JJ Redick. JJ Redick is the same way. JJ Redick got that I will fuck you up kind of energy. But I don't remember JJ Redick that way as a player. So it's weird. I guess I don't know. Maybe like say like my energy here on the podcast. Sometimes I get a little bit animated and stuff. But if you meet me in real life, I'm pretty chill, super chill actually. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm super chill in real life. I guess certain situations, call for certain energies. I guess, right? I don't know. Bobby says, you know what we'll end up doing? Training for Alec Burks. Lord have mercy. What team does Alec Burks play for right now? Alec Burks. Alec Burks plays for the Heat. I see it. I can see that happening. The Miami Heat. If I was the Heat, I would be trying to reset. I would try to reset. Let me keep the standings up here. NBA standings. Because I mean they have they have an all-star this year, which I don't believe. They went and got an all-star. I'm not sure if he really deserves to be an all-star, but let's just take a look. We're talking about Tyler Hero. He only had 11 points. He only had 11 points against San Antonio, but he's the all-star. He's averaging 23, 5, and 5. Good stats there. For a team that's I believe they have a decent record. 24, basically 500 team. Duncan Robinson, Terry Rozier is decent. Terry Rozier didn't start for them. That's interesting. Nikola Jovic isn't starting for them either. You got Bam Adebayo and Hybrid Smith. You got Kel'el Ware playing center for them. So they're switching it up in Miami. But if I was Miami, I would put an end to this. Tyler Hero should be gone. Bam Adebayo is a lifer. Miami Heat lifer, but maybe they should sell high on him and try to get some picks and reset the team. I believe Miami Heat, it's time for them to reset. They've done it plenty of times. There's no reason to hold on to the squad for no reason. They should tank and they should try to get a high draft pick. I don't know if they don't have draft picks. Maybe that's the reason why they didn't do it. But I'm looking at Bam Adebayo. I'm looking at Tyler Hero. Shout out to Jimmy Butler is not doing nothing for them. So I don't know if they think that they can hold on, trade Jimmy Butler and get a good player back, and try to hold on to the season and compete. But I'm a strong believer. Like if you got nothing going, there's no reason to hold on to the roster. Like Terry Rozier, do you believe in him? You got him coming off the bench now. So I believe they need to get rid of Terry Rozier. They need to get rid of Tyler Hero also. They need to get rid of Bam probably. And Jimmy Butler, get rid of everybody. A wholesale fire sale they should have. And then just reset. Miami Heat deserved it. They won their championships and stuff. They won it. They had 2 championship runs with Dwayne Wade and then with when LeBron came through. So they share championships. So it will be it wouldn't be a bad thing for them to reset. Pat Riley has done that with that club so many times, and he's done great jobs at it. So you should do it again. There's nothing wrong with that. Pat Riley does a good job of resetting quickly. So he'll do it for like a year or two, and the next thing you know, they're back on top. So I think they should do that. So anyway, he got Green, top of the key now. It's 106 to 102. He pulls up for 3, no good. Not really the best shot. 17 with the rebound. They got offensive rebounds. Wow, almost a backcourt violation. Green gets it up, attacking Cat. Cat with the good defensive play. Oh, this Houston Rockets team is ballsy, bro. Look at Holiday. Cat gets it back. A lot of NBA action here. Brunson gets it over to Josh, gets the layup there. A lot of contact. Good strong layup there. 106 to 104. So right now, the Knicks are trying to lull Houston Rockets to sleep here by stopping the ball. Wow, Green just got fouled. That should have been an and one. That should have been an and one. They're going to call a foul on the floor. That should have been continuation. So listen, this Houston Rocket team, as you can see, when the energy is up, they're dangerous. Knicks did a good job of stopping the pace. And that's the reason why the Knicks are able to get back in this game. But as you can see, this frantic pace that they're going in that's right up the Houston Rockets alley. So this Houston Rockets team, man, is very dangerous. They're very I don't know if you break a team like this up. Like if you wouldn't try to get like a stronger player, do you break this up? They're good Green and so Cat had to foul him. That dude Green is a dunk attack. I don't think anybody wants to get dunked on by Green the way that he gets up. But every time he goes to the basket, man, it looks like he's going to do something amazing. So good stuff there. Yeah. So Bobby says, for Alec Burks, Jesus Christ. What is Alec Burks' salary? Let's do that. Let's do the trade machines. Take a look at Miami Heat. So let's just look at Miami Heat alone. So for us, we Knicks fans, we already know the Knicks fans, the Knicks salary. So let's just put the Knicks up there anyway. So let's take a look at Alec Burks. There he goes there. He makes $2 million. Look at that. So if they want Jericho Sims, oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. But not for nothing, Alec Burks will help us a lot, to tell you the truth. Alec Burks can still play. He's averaging 11 and 5 this year. I don't know what's up with him if he's hurt or not. But he definitely will help us. As Brunson, left-handed guy, just gets a shot. Looking at the ref, asking for a foul. Let's put the score back up. 108 to 106. Ooh, move by Green. Green sidesteps and gets inside, but they're going to call it a charge. They say Brunson don't play defense, but how many charges does Brunson need to have? Shout out to Stafford. Stafford's looking up from up above, baby. Shout out to my guy Stafford. Salute. Definitely watching us from above there. As you see him on the screen, I'm going to keep him highlighted there. Keep him highlighted there. Let's see if we can get this win. We're at the 4-minute mark. Right now, the Knicks are doing what they're supposed to do, trying to keep the pace slow, and seeing if they can capitalize here, because we do have the quote unquote stronger scorers here compared to them. Brunson dog walking them down there, gets it over to Deuce. Deuce spins. Deuce got to give that ball up. Gets it to McHale, top of the key 3, no good. Cat fighting for the rebound. These Houston Rockets guys are athletic. He gets up on that. They're going to say it is Knicks ball. So these kids are impressive, but still got to try to win this game, Knicks. 108 to 106 on my clock. 3:43. Brunson inbounding. Ooh, tried to give it to McHale. Finds Cat. Cat kept it. Spins. He got Dylan Brooks there. He forced his way to get the bucket. Definitely rough, rough. It could have been an offensive foul there. Not really. He didn't really make a move. He kind of just forced his way there, and he laid it up. Look at that, a lot of contact. Look at him, he's just pushing his way, pushing. He's not making a move. He's literally just pushing his way with his arm. Look. Where's the move? He's just pushing, 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 pushing. You know? Ah, man, very frustrating. But he made the basket, so I can't complain. Look at him flexing his muscles there. But it's not a good move. He's not a good move. He literally just shoved his way to the basket, and it could have went a different way. They could have called offensive foul. So you got to make his free throws. Right now the score is 108 to 108, and Cat is here at the free throw line for the and one, and he knocks it. So that makes it 109. So let me see. All right, looks like I'm live there. I don't know what's going on with the NBA.com scoreboard. So we might have to leave it here with the ESPN. The ESPN seems to be more up to date. So damn son, I'm like a minute behind. What the hell is some goddamn sports app sucks. 325 Duska, I believe. They scored just now. Houston Rockets. 223, man. It's unbelievable how far behind I am. I'm like a minute behind. Yeah. So looking at the Houston, you got number 4, Green, pulls up mid-range jump shot, knocks that down. That gives him 110. Knicks are going to come down. We're going to be training buckets here. So the Knicks are up, so that puts us in a good spot. Brunson, taking his sweet-ass time, bringing it across the timeline. In and out. Deuce with the steal, draw 2 defenders. Mikhail was wide open. He probably should have shot that. Josh gets it, crosses over, in the way. Now he's going to force his way inside. Stop, pop. Dotted line, jump shot is good. Mikhail Bridges, a lot of confidence there. Knicks are falling back too far. We got to stop the ball. We can't let these guys get running shots here. All right, so Amen, top of the key. He's a power forward for them. He's dribbling, ball handling, looking to force his way inside. Literally bump Brunson out the way. Gets it to Tyree Easton in the corner for 3. No good. Josh with the rebound. Here we go. Knicks on the move, trying to push it up. Brunson gets it back now. Mikhail kicks it back out to Brunson. So that's the good move there. Slow it down a little bit. Brunson in and out. Finds Deuce in the corner. Give me the clutch 3-point shot, Deuce. No good. Rebound there. Amen. Amen is kicking ass, man. He's got to have a triple-double by now. Big time game from him today. You got Green dribble. Oh, big time crossover on Josh inside. Oh, athletic Clyde Drexler style layup there, but blew it. And they're going to call a foul. Cat is complaining about fouls on one end. He's complaining about fouls on the other end. Not a good look, man. Gotta stay in the game. Big time crossover by Green. Unbelievable. Cat literally fouled him, and he said, "Oh, I didn't touch him." That drives me crazy. Big time Clyde Drexler move there. These guys, they got to watch tape. I don't know if they watch tape or not. Clyde Drexler, he used to make that move, but Clyde Drexler would keep it higher, and then he would get it up like this. Not bringing it so far. He would keep it like this, and then get it because he could palm it. Then he would flick it up in the air to get the finger roll. That's like a lost art in today's NBA. Green free throw line knocks that down. So that makes it 112 to 111. Houston Rockets are up now by 1. Looks like the Knicks are gonna get the lead back with a minute left. Damn, I apologize being so far behind. I'm at the 2-minute mark. Brunson drives all the way inside, left hand guy lays it up. That makes it a 111 to 112 mark there. No, 113. I knew it was 113. Houston Rockets now. They have it. Dribbling around the screen. Green gets the lane to the basket. Oh my God. How quick he gets up with the 2-handed jump. 2-foot jump. Yikes. 114 to 113. Brunson. Free throw line. All the way in the paint there. They don't call 3 seconds anymore. Nice post up there. He's our best post up player. It's unreal how he can get to the basket and score. Brunson scores on the inside. All to the left hand too. They can't stop him. Green now. Green is going 1-on-1. It's like Green versus Brunson right now. Deuce is trying to guard him. Got a screen. Got Brunson on a switch. Easy crossover. Gets into the lane. He gets cracked by Karl-Anthony Towns. They didn't call it. Houston with the rebound. Amen gets it. Amen sets up. 3-point shot. Wow, he missed everything. Not a good shot there by Houston. And what are they going to say? So Udoka was yelling at Amen about, I think he wanted him to go to the basket there. So I don't know what they're going to call. Looks like the Knicks are taking the lead here. I got to see 118 and 114 on the clock. Look at Amen on the drive. Unbelievable. So Brunson now. Brunson, top of the key here. I'm looking to see how they're going to get the extended lead. 3-point shot is coming. Brunson, lulling them to sleep. Oh, pulls up. That's how he got it. Wow. Clutch jump shot by Brunson there. So the best player on the court does what the best player on the court does. Just dog walks him to the 3-point line and just pulls up for 3, baby. So this is going to be if the Knicks could pull this out, this is going to be a big win for the Knicks here. Got a minute, basically a minute here, 59.7 seconds here, 114 and 118. So the basic strategy here is to slow the game down. Knicks had to slow the game down in order to get this Houston Rockets team out of our from shoving the ball down our throats, man. They were cracking us. Fourth quarter, 40-25. This is what happens here. We slowed the game down, and then Knicks started making baskets, and that's the game right there. So still plenty of time. We got a minute left here. You know, the Knicks have to now make stops because Houston Rockets, they get a 3 and they only be down by 1. You know, so the Houston Rockets, due to their youth and stuff like that, they don't have their point guard, they don't have their starting center, and then they don't have their starting power forward out there. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have their main guys really. So to execute, they're gonna have a problem executing a little bit. So we'll see. We'll definitely see how that goes here. So this is a big time game here. I know the fans are happy, man. They can't coming back to win. Everybody's up. Good to see everybody up cheering, man. That's what it's about. Look at the fans out there. Jericho Sims supporting. All the guys on the sideline definitely supporting. So I'm at the minute mark here. A lot of time has come up the clock. I haven't seen Precious in a while. I haven't noticed him in a while, I should say. Precious is out there. Deuce Precious. We got Cat, Mikhail, and Josh. So Brunson is out the game right now. I guess for defensive purposes. Number 8 gets it. Stops the ball. Dylan has it. All the way to the basket. Attacks Cat. Oh, and they call a foul. He was trying to get the and one. Good play there. Definitely good play by Houston. Trying to get the traditional play there to get Cat in trouble. Cat is holding the ball. Cat, I can't understand how he could possibly foul anybody in life. You know, you're playing basketball and you foul somebody. How is that even possible? Look at Cat. Cat's there to defend. He legit cracked him with the hand. Oh, well, he's like, what? Like he can possibly be a foul? There's like no chance at all. It's crazy. You make contact with him. You legit cracked him, and he still looks so sad, like a sad puppy. Like what? Like what? I can't believe it. He's gonna argue with the refs about it. Come on, man. Stop it. Please stop. So I'm watching the time go off the clock here. So Houston Rockets, they're going to score. So Cat wants to review it. He wants to review it. Like why? Like let it go. Look, he's still still confused. He's still complaining, still asking about it. Still got his hands up like he doesn't understand. Like I just don't understand. You made contact with him. You made contact with him. You know, like there's no chance that there was a foul. Like why is this so shocking? So he fouls out the game with 22 and 9. He's so shocked. Like it's like a child. Jesus Christ, man. So it was 118 and 116. I don't see any score on the clock here. So Brunson in between the legs, dribbling, being guarded by Amen. Got a double team here. Oh, he got himself in trouble. That's a backcourt. That's a backcourt violation. They're going to call a foul? That's a backcourt violation. He didn't touch it. Wow. I don't know if they're going to review that. That looks like a backcourt violation. Are they going to review this? So I'm looking on a bump here. So Brunson comes around. So he slaps it, but Brunson was already out of bounds. I think that's a backcourt violation. So Tom Thibodeau's pissed off. So Tom Thibodeau's saying, come on, man. I'm going to see this. So Brunson was already going out of bounds. He slapped it. So maybe they have a case. Maybe they have the case if they're going to review it or whatever they want to do. So I guess they will review it, right? Are they reviewing this? I can't hear. I can't hear if they were going to review it or not. So I'm going to assume they were reviewing this. So NYK Bro said that wasn't a foul on Cat. Listen, man, he jumped up in the air. Inside here, there was contact. You know what I'm saying? It was contact. He bounced off of him. Was it a foul? But my argument with that is like, could it possibly been a foul? Like he's like, oh no, there's no way. What? Like to that degree for so long. Come on, man. So this is worthy of review. So I need to hear the explanation. So let me just get the sound up so I can hear it. I mute it up until we get the answer. But this is worth being reviewed here. So he got the hand and he slapped it. But I'm looking at it there. He slapped. If you want to call a foul, maybe it's a foul. But I don't think Amen touched it. So they're still gonna figure it out here. I'm gonna see what they have to say. Referees are reviewing it. I don't think Amen touched the ball. They're still reviewing it. It's very tricky. So the referee, this is a pivotal call here in the game. So, I guess they're still reviewing it. Like I said, I'm a minute behind you guys. So it's 37 seconds still. I don't see no change here. So like I said, like maybe if they want to call a foul, it's a foul. But outside of that, if they don't call a foul, I think it's a backcourt violation by the Knicks. It's definitely tough. They got to figure this out. It's a pivotal point in the game here. If they can't get it, they should do a jump ball. If they can't get it, if it's going to be a situation where they're going to like decide the game, they should do a jump ball. So Bobby says you think Brunson was foul. I think Brunson was foul too. Oh, what's going on? Yes. Yeah, so I think the crowd is upset, but I think that's the right call. I think the foul I think is incidental contact. I want to say, but Brunson, it was out of bounds. It was out of bounds. They reviewed it. They called it. It is what it is. They reviewed it. They watched it a while. They was watching it. They made the call. That's a pivotal call in the game here. It gives the Houston Rockets a chance to try to score here. But I see nothing happen in 22 seconds. Lord have mercy. I hate being behind with this Gotham Sports app here. I'm live too. So here comes the Rockets. They got Amen Thompson is doing a lot of ball handling here. I'm not sure if that's the right decision there. He's going 1-on-1 against Brunson, then he loses it. That's not a good decision. What the fuck is that about? But they don't have a point guard. But Amen Thompson going 1-on-1 against Brunson is not a good idea. And then there he goes again. Amen Thompson playing defense against Brunson, which is a good matchup there defensively. But going at offense, I don't think Amen Thompson is a good decision to be going 1-on-1 against Brunson. So look at him trying to go in and out, whatever. If one thing, if you're just gonna drive past him, use your height. But if you're gonna try to do this one of that stuff against a power forward against a point guard, it's not a good idea. I don't think that was a good idea. They have the ability to send screens and stuff like that. Why not do that? Why do you have your power forward trying to go in and out dribble against a point guard? I still understand that was not a good. After making a challenge and then that was your decision to. This wasn't a good decision. So Brunson has some words for Amen. They kind of like he kind of acknowledged it. So Tom Thibodeau's playing the back and forth here. I don't know if Precious is fouled out. Take a look at what's going on here with the fouls. So Cat Precious is not fouled out. So I don't know what Tom Thibodeau's doing here with the substitutions. It's interesting. I see the Knicks got a score here, 1 point, trying to get it in the backcourt. Mikhail gives it to Brunson. Brunson gets it. Oh, and they're gonna call a foul. Okay. So Brunson is gonna get fouled here. Free throws are coming for him. So you're gonna make 2 free throws. So with 21 seconds left in the game, that might be a little bit too much in the 2 possession. Like the Rockets will have to score immediately here. The time is coming off the clock. I see 13. So I'm watching again. Like I said, I wish I could be a little bit more closer to you guys. I hate getting like spoiled. But if the Knicks win, I'm good with whatever happens here. So 21 seconds. Brunson is making his free throws on my clock here, guys. So he's making his free throws. The free throws is basically putting the game out of reach. 21 seconds is a lot, though. So bad decision there by the Houston Rockets by making Amen Thompson go 1-on-1 against Brunson when he got guys that's capable of setting screens and stuff. He should have called for screens to get Amen to go around these screens. That would have been a better decision. That would have been a better decision there. But Udoka have been coaching a good game up until the fourth here. We had no answer for the when the Knicks. They had no answer for the Knicks when they slowed the game down. So I see the time ticking off the clock here, and the Houston Rockets basically running out of time. So I see Green pushing the ball there. Green should have been the one going 1-on-1. He was the hot hand. So he just comes down, transition 3-point shot. It was a good shot, but he missed it. Looks like I don't know what's happening here. They're gonna say foul. I don't know. Are they saying a foul? And they're gonna get free throws there. Josh is arguing too much, so he's calling a foul there. I think that's incidental contact. It should be a jump ball, if anything. Did they call a foul? No, they calling a jump ball. So if they doing a jump ball, why is Josh complaining? It's a jump ball. They're gonna do a jump ball. So why is Josh complaining there? I just don't understand. Jump ball is the right call. Steven Adams and Josh, he slaps it out of bounds. So the ball don't lie. You got to stay in the game. You got to stay in the game. You know. So the game's not over yet. I'm looking at the screen here. It's got 11 seconds here, so I guess they must have called a timeout or something must be happening. Must be reviewing something, huh? 11.3 seconds. Because I'm at 11.3 seconds now. So I'm looking for the inbounds. Mikhail has it. Mikhail, is he going to call a timeout? Brunson trying to get the ball. Yep, he calls a timeout. So that's the issue. Mikhail calls a timeout. That's why the time hasn't gone off yet. So the Knicks need to call a timeout. We have to be able to get the ball in bounds. If the Houston Rockets have to get a steal. There's no way around that. It's 11.3 seconds. They have to get a steal. If they can get a steal in a quick bucket, that would be instrumental. But at the moment now, Houston Rockets, they have no wins. They have to get a steal in an easy bucket. Calling a timeout. And so I believe this game is over. I see some time came off the clock there. A second came off. So maybe we're gonna start playing the fouling game. Is that what's happening with Houston? Mikhail, the Knicks get the ball in bounds and they're gonna play the fouling game. Let's see what happens here. I'm looking at the score. So we're still at the timeout. I saw 1 second come off, so I'm expecting yep. So the Knicks are just hit a free throw there. So Houston Rockets are starting to play the fouling game. So now it's still a 2-possession game, 5-point lead. 5-point lead here by the Knicks. If they hit another shot, still a 2-possession game. So Houston Rockets still has enough to get 2 miracle 3-point shots in there in order to tie the game. But me and Mike Green think the same way. If the Knicks get the free throw, miss the free throw, So here's the inbounds. So Josh gets it. So Josh is the one that gets fouled. So Josh tries to throw up the 3 to get the 3 free throws. So like I'm trying to say, if I'm the Knicks, you try to make the first one always. But the second free throw, I would try to miss it because the only thing they could do is like try to get a desperation 3, but they have to go the length of the court to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I would try to miss it, fight for the rebound, and hopefully it gets slapped out. That way some time will come off the clock. So anyway, first free throw is up. He knocks it down, obviously, and he knocks the second free throw down. And I guess the Houston Rockets are going to call a timeout after that. So Josh knocks the first one down. Yeah. I got the nervous tick. Going. The Knicks, I want to win this game. I definitely want to win this game. This will be a big win. No mistake about it. This will be a really good, satisfying win. Even though the Houston Rockets are missing 3 starters, you know what I'm saying? But the Knicks are missing OG, so it is what it is. So Josh knocks both free throws down. Like I said, I probably would have missed the second one. I probably would have missed the second one and then tried to fight for the rebound to try to cause some of that time to come off the clock. So now the Houston Rockets, they got a timeout. So spoiler alert on the screen. I'm waiting for the spoiler alert to come at me. But like I said, if I'm the Houston Rockets, they got the ball now. They got to try to get the ball in bounds. They have to get a quick score. And that score has to be a 3. So Harlem CEO, he doesn't like the strategy. So he doesn't like the strategy of missing a free throw, or Bass strategy to make both free throws. Yeah, so for me, I'm thinking about trying to get time off the clock, you know? So anyway, the Houston Rockets, they do get a score. They score one. So I see time is coming off the clock there, 6.1. So they're probably playing the foul game again. So they were able to get a quick score, but then they fouled the Knicks right away. So you got 118 to 122. So that's still a two possession game there. So this game is basically over. If the Knicks make any free throw right now, the game is over. You know, they make one free throw, it's still a two possession game. Make two is still a two possession game. So it would have to be three. It would have to be two threes to, two miracle threes, and in 6.1 seconds is not enough time. So Geraldine, yes, man, this is a great comeback. So, like I said, I'll take it. They're missing Sagoon, who's like a 20 point a game scorer, 19, 10 and 5, whatever he is. They're missing their starting caliber power forward and Jabari Smith. They're also missing their starting point guard. So they're missing a lot of firepower. But regardless of what, beating the Houston Rockets 32-16 is a good look. Cardiac Knicks in the place to be. Like I said, I was talking about it the entire game. It looks like the game is over here. So I've been talking about it the entire game. The Knicks should have done something earlier in the season to fix the problems that we have now. So right now, the Knicks need help, fam. The Knicks need help off the bench. Getting Mitchell Robinson back is definitely going to help. I'm not a fan of Mitchell Robinson. I talk about him a lot. I just did a pod earlier talking about him a little bit. I am not a fan of Mitchell Robinson at all. Defensively, he could be fantastic. He could be spectacular at times. But we cannot rely on him to be healthy. So if he comes back and God willing, that dude could play every single game and not miss another game for the rest of his career. God bless him. If that could happen, then great. And having him off the bench would definitely help out a lot. You can stop having Karl Anthony Towns playing 39 minutes. You can have him play closer to 32 minutes per game. And then let Mitchell Robinson get some of those minutes, get those 9 minutes there. You know, let him get Towns minutes. Amen. Launches a three, he misses it, and that's the game, guys. Big time win here by the Knicks, even though this record, the missing players. I see Josh threw the ball, so the Knicks held on, so they could be proud. They could be proud of this moment. They did come back. The Houston Rockets were rocking us. Like I said, the Houston Rockets, they should have been up by 20 on us a lot of times, but the Knicks kept coming back. This fourth quarter, 46 points in the fourth, that's what killed the Houston Rockets. The Knicks did that by slowing the pace down and started playing our game. So that's kudos to the Knicks. The Houston Rockets were running us down, but the Knicks were able to dictate the pace of the game and get it back into playing our style of basketball. Our style of basketball always also calls for Brunson to score 40 too, right? So, we can't rely on Brunson scoring 40 all the time, man. Here we go. We did it last year. Brunson was scoring a lot of big time 40, 50, 60 point games or whatever the hell. You can't be relying on him to do that every night. But big time game by Brunson, 42, but also 10 assists and also 6 rebounds. Big time game from him. So I can't complain. But yes, I'm saying, the trade deadline is coming. We got 25 minutes from Deuce McBride. He played some good minutes, but he only gave us 7 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. So what are we talking about? Cameron Payne only played 11 minutes, but he gave us good minutes. Got 5 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound, 1 steal. Hawkporty gave us nothing. Shamit gave us nothing. Shamit and Hawkporty, come on, man. We need another guy. We need another guy. Of course, OG would help. If OG was here, that would be the extra player. But we still need an extra guy on top of that. We need another wing that can play, and we also need a big man that could play also. Like I said, Mitch will help definitely, but we cannot just get Mitch. We have to get another player. Earlier on in the other podcast, I mentioned Torrey Craig. I'm not a fan of Torrey Craig. I don't think he's the answer. You know what I'm saying? We need to get somebody that's a starting caliber player that could contribute. and then that everyone will definitely push us up a notch into like being a serious contender. You know, our record says that we're a serious contender because now we're like 33-17. That says that we're a serious contender. But on in real life in the games and stuff, just judging by who we have to play in the playoffs and what we need to do to get to the championship, we need that extra player, guys. We need that extra player, in my opinion. We either need to try to like double up and get a major star, or keep it how it is and get that missing piece off the bench to help the bench out. And then Mitchell Robinson, get him healthy. And if we do that, then that's fine. You know, that's fine. But we have to get somebody more than a Torrey Craig. You know what I'm saying? We need to get that real starter, and that's just my opinion there. But 124 to 118, good win. I was aggravated earlier, you know, trying to get my bars out in that last podcast. This one got a chance to enjoy the game a little bit, talk to you guys. Definitely appreciate you guys' company. But we up out of here. Bobby Santiago, you get to sleep good tonight, baby. You get to sleep good tonight. No aggravation. Shout out to Cully. Always good to see you here, man. Man, big time win, man. Good pulling through. So I'm gonna leave that there. Leave you there with Cully. Cully, and also you know, Mr. Bobby Santiago. So Bobby Santiago says, good night, Eru. Good night, Dire Knicks family. And we'll leave it like that, I guess, guys. Dire Knicks. Once again, rest in peace to Stafford Don. We'll leave it there like that. Actually, we'll pop off for a second and leave you with a moment of silence, man. So shout out to Stafford Don. Rest in peace, my brother. You know, it definitely does not feel good. Like I said, I didn't meet you in person, but I've had countless conversations with you live on the internet, talking Knicks, and also behind the scenes in the green room, just talking about stuff, whatever, you know, just different things like that. Mutual respect. He told me that he appreciate the stuff that I say. Tell him I appreciate the stuff that he says too. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I'm glad that we had that. I wish I could have met him in person. But anyway, I'll leave you with Staffa, and rest in peace. And I'll do a little bit of moment of silence here before I push the outro button here, man. So anyway, I'm out of here, guys. You were out. Peace.
Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell the trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, man, he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer, that's